Alrighty, welcome to the beginning of Season 3 of Shattered Pixel Dungeon, and we're gonna go with a mage run this time. I'm not great with a mage, but I'll see what I can do. Alrighty, here we go. No challenges, it's gonna be a random seed. We may do challenge runs at some point, but that is not today. Anyway, let's get started. Alrighty, so we immediately start out looking around, seeing what we can find. We can find treasure, that's great. Oh, brief overview. Instead of having the seal on the armor, there's no seal on the armor because it's the mage. So instead what we have is we have this unique staff, which is like the wands that you find in the game, except that it has one more charge, and you can also use it as a melee weapon. So if you upgrade it, you're upgrading both a melee weapon and a wand at the same time. So it kind of adds to your upgrades. However, it's a tier 1 melee weapon, so it's not great for using for melee later in the game unless you really upgrade it. I've never managed to do that very well, so yeah. I don't know how viable that actually is. I'm also going to go ahead and turn down the sound effects because they're a bit intense. Yeah, that should be good. I'm still working on the music balance. I got a new microphone. We should be doing much better than we were, especially Season 1. But yeah, hopefully we won't have any more issues with that. Okay, so this is one of the sacrifice rooms. If we kill enough monsters on this middle pedestal that has a fire in the middle, it'll give us a random, I believe it's a random weapon, which is most likely going to be cursed, but it'll also most likely be upgraded, which is just all around nice. So instead of assassinating this guy from across the room, I'm going to get his attention, wait for him to come chase me, get him pretty close, and I'm going to run away. I'm going to run over here, lure him into the fire, and kabam! Alright, so it says the fire consumes your offering and grows stronger. That's exactly what we want it to do. We want to keep making the fire stronger until it turns into something that we want. So I'm going to smack this guy. Well, I guess more of blast, but you know. Anyway, we're going to beat him up in the fire. Alrighty. Get another one. Also, these little books, or the little pages that you find on the ground, those are little pieces of lore, because there is lore in this game. I'm not going to go over that right now. I will, however, if y'all let me know down in the comments that you want me to do a lore video, I'll go through, and once I've unlocked all of the lore pieces in the game, I'll just make a video where I go through and read every single one in the whole list, because it's pretty cool. And then I can also fill in with my own theories about the lore, along with some things from Sprouted. That'll probably be a lot later down the road, after we've done at least one Sprouted run, but, you know. And I don't plan to do that until after I've done one run with each of the different characters. Honestly, I'm not gonna lie, I'm pretty worried about trying to do a run with the duelist, because, like I said before, I've been playing this game for many years, but the duelist was very recently added, and I do not know how to use it very well yet. And so, I'm gonna struggle with that one. Alright, so I stepped into the fire. Well, not quite. If I stepped here, I'd be in the fire. If you step where I'm standing, you'll just be perpetually set on fire every turn. But since I'm standing in water, I also get put out every turn, so it kind of cancels out. It still does the damage, but you're just not actively burning. But I'm also within range that if I drink a potion of frost, it'll put out this fire, and then I can just walk through and be alright. So, I'm going to try to do that. I don't know which one of these is frost, so I'm just going to start drinking potions. Yeah, I don't have any way of identifying. So I'm just going to drink. That was a potion of level up. That is a shame that that was the first potion we drank in the game, because you want to save those for later on, because they'll always give you exactly one level, and the first level takes barely any experience to level up to, or level up from, but the later levels take forever of grinding to actually level up, and so you'd want to save your potions of level up for later. So I'm going to drink another one. It's a potion of healing. Be nice after the fact. But let's drink the Potion of Frost, hopefully. Oh good, it is a Potion of Frost. On levels where there's that wall of fire, there will always be a Potion of Frost on that level. Unless you manage to destroy it by like a frost trap or a bomb or something. But yeah. So we're just gonna keep making our way through the level. Getting rid of all the— oh wait! We need to not get rid of all the enemies just yet. I forgot about the little sacrifice pedestal. Need to run up here, see if we can toast this guy away. Whoa. So that's gonna be interesting. Got a great axe. This is an insane weapon. It requires 20 strength, which is just outlandish. But it does a significant amount of damage. It's cursed, so if we did equip it right now, we'd basically definitely lose the run because we can't unequip it, and we have not even close to enough strength to use it, and so we'd just be toast. We couldn't fight anything effectively. Also, we have 2 of the same scroll, so I'm gonna guess that this is probably a scroll of upgrade. So I'm not gonna use it right now because I don't have anything that I particularly want to upgrade, except my staff, but there's a tricky thing about the staff. With the staff, there's this imbue button, and so if I have another wand that I have identified, and it turns out to be a wand that's a higher level than the staff, and then I imbue the staff with that wand, it'll upgrade the staff for free. It'll consume the wand, but it's a free upgrade, and free upgrades, wherever you can find them, are always really helpful. So I'm gonna get the Scholar's Intuition. Well, this one's really— actually, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and get the backup barrier, so that every time I fire off the last spell from my staff, I automatically get some free shielding, because shielding's helpful. It's like health, but you don't have to worry about it nearly as much, because it just automatically comes back. Okay, so these are not scrolls of upgrade, because this one is. I forget. Each character has different things that they automatically have identified. Like for the rogue, I think it's a potion of invisibility and something else. Scroll of magic mapping, I think? And then for the warrior, I think it's the potion of healing. And then for the mage, it's the scroll of upgrade. I always forgot about that. Anyway, ta-da, we have a scroll of upgrade. But I'm not going to use it, because I just explained why. So, yeah. Here we go, on to the next level. Since I've explained a lot of the mechanics in previous videos, this will probably be a faster run than the previous ones. Not by a whole lot, because, I mean, I'm by no means a speedrunner, but I'm also not going to be pausing to explain every single step all the way, just some of them. So I'll probably go a bit faster, but not too much faster. It'll still probably be— kind of plan to do one area per video, if that makes sense. So like you have the sewers area, and then you have the dungeon area, and then you have the caves area, and then you have the dwarven halls. I almost said dwarf fortress because it's a fun game. Totally unrelated. But anyway, yeah. Dwarven halls, and then it's the demon halls underneath that, I believe. So that's kind of how I plan to divide it up, is basically after each boss fight, it'll be a new video. So yeah, I'm hoping to go through these floors fast enough that I can include the boss fight in the video. But yeah, anyway, so we're just gonna keep going through this floor, seeing what we can loot, if anything. So far this floor has been fairly barren, not a lot of cool things. Even the grass is not giving us much to work with. We are starving, but we have food. We've actually got quite a bit of food. I'm gonna go ahead and eat. Wasn't planning on eating, but it was more food than I remember having. This is an alchemy room, which we've gone over, but it's actually really handy. I learned about something today, actually, which if it comes up, I'll get into it, but if it doesn't come up, I'm not going to try to explain it without a demonstration because it's fairly intricate, but it involves these alchemy rooms. There's a recipe I discovered that makes getting to the surface with the amulet potentially a lot easier and actually possible, whereas last time we died trying to get there. Spoilers if you haven't seen Season 2, but we did not quite make it. We got pretty close, but we did not quite make it. Hopefully this time we'll make it, even though, I will be honest, my best character is definitely the warrior, because you don't really have to think as much, if that makes sense. Because with the warrior, all you're worrying about is, do I have enough strength to use the equipment I want to use, and do I have the equipment that I want to use? And then beyond that, all of your strategy is, basically, am I within range to smack this guy while getting hit as few times as possible, and then just smacking him. Whereas with the mage, you're a bit squishier, you've got less health, but you also have basically a recharging ranged attack. So you can always attack from a range, and then he also has some other magical mechanics that come in later. And so there's a lot more things to consider with the mage. So yeah, it's a bit more complex. And so with complexity comes both the potential to do awesome things, but also the potential to beamboozle yourself to the point where you don't even know what you're trying to do anymore. And then you're gonna struggle. And so I'm not as good with the mage as a result, but I'm decent-ish. So yeah, we'll just keep on going and see how far we make it. Hopefully, we will beat the final boss and make it all the way back up to the top with the amulet. But if we don't, well, then we'll just move right along and continue on with a rogue run. We're running pretty low on health. Should be fine. If I zap that guy, he can't split. Then I can smack this guy, get my free my free shielding. Then I can slap this guy. He's dead. I leveled up, which gave me extra health. And now I can upgrade this all the way, which means that anytime I fire a wand now, it will automatically identify it for me. Also, I got a push to healing from killing those flies, so I don't have to worry about my health so much anymore. I bet there were some of y'all that were probably sweating a little bit seeing me getting down to 8 health. Especially when there are guys that can do like 4 to 6 damage in a single hit. So, yeah. Yeah, here we are. Down to 4. Not a great place to be, but it'll be alright. We also have this, water skin? Yeah. It used to be called a dew vial back in the day, and it was a little jar-shaped thing. But they've changed it, and so if I ever say dew vial, this little thing is what I'm talking about. But yeah, so I didn't want to burn our healing so early, but we're gonna have to because this guy hits hard and fast. So I'm gonna go ahead and heal. I'm gonna start smacking. Yeah, see, we would have already died if we hadn't healed up. Oh my goodness, there's another one. Gotta be kidding me. Oh. Gonna go for it, I guess. Oh, yep, we have to drink this, because otherwise he'll kill us. Yeah, see, these guys do a lot of damage. That's why I was so scared of them, and why I still am, is they do a lot of damage, and they don't take damage either, which makes them really frustrating and difficult to fight. So, we have quite a few things. I'm gonna start seeing if I can identify them. We have 2 of these potions, which makes me a little suspicious. So I'm gonna see if they're a potion of strength. That's fantastic. It is! Alrighty, so now we're a strong little dude. we can throw these with significant accuracy. Let's see if it works. Yeah. We can just blast this guy from a distance and we're fine. We also have several scrolls. I want to know what this armor is, because depending on its stats, that could be really good. Oh nice! We've got Scrolls of Recharging, which just recharges our staff really fast. So like, every couple turns, it goes up a couple. I was hoping for a Scroll of Identify, but... I guess I'll take this. Question is... No, there's no question. I'm gonna just equip this. And read this. Okay, so that is a scroll of teleporting, and I'm glad to have that identified. That was also a really loud bah, because we just spawned like... How many is that? 49 sheep? A lot of sheep to spawn at the exact same time. And the sound effect for 49 sheep is just kind of painful. Alright, so this is a perfect situation for one of these. This is a tombstone, and when there's a tombstone in a room by itself, especially a locked room, that means that when you open it, there's going to be a cursed armor in there, and you're going to get surrounded by wraiths. Fortunately, if you block where a wraith would spawn, it just doesn't spawn. So, if we stand right here, they spawn in a plus sign around you, or like a cross. And so, if I were standing here, and I opened it, a wraith would spawn here, 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 and here. But if I stand over here, this little statue blocks one of the places, and the wall blocks another one, so they only have 2 places they can spawn. That's the best I can do in this room, but that's pretty good, that's half of them. And wraiths don't take any damage from physical attacks. Well, they can, but they have a really high dodge chance. But it doesn't matter, because we have a staff that does magical damage, and so we can just blast them. And then also this guy, because he decided he wanted to come in too. So yeah, this is cursed, but it's probably also secretly upgraded. I'm not going to put it on though, because I don't want to deal with a curse. I'm not sure how that potion ended up there. I don't think that was there earlier, but it could be, and I'm just not paying that much attention. Ooh, another swarm of flies. But also, no. If we can get rid of both of them before having to fight them both at the same time, we're okay. If we have to fight them both at the same time, we're gonna struggle. Alright, yeah, this is going pretty alright. Yeah. Gold is always handy, especially when you make it to the shops. Smack. Alrighty, on to floor 4. Alrighty, and right off the bat we're in a puzzle room. I can tell by the way that it's laid out, this barrier of statues in the middle and a chest over here and a wooden floor. There's going to be one of those disintegration crystals over here, and the solution to this one is a potion of haste. Probably don't have one, but could be with that azure? Yeah. I'm just gonna say blue though, because I have a big accent, and when I say azure, it sounds pretty weird. So we're gonna fight this crab, which is a lot easier with our armor, especially when it activates like that. What's happening right there is this Seed of Earthroot. It's basically the same effect with the leather armor, or just armor of entanglement. It's a glyph that basically does the same effect as this seed, but just randomly every now and then when you get hit, which is super helpful because it basically just gives you more armor on top of the armor that it's already giving you. So it's like a free extra bit of armor, which, I mean, who would say no to that? Also, one of the things that makes warrior runs easier is for warrior runs, a lot more melee weapons spawn, but for mage runs, a lot more like magical things spawn. I don't really know what all counts as a magical thing because I don't play a ton of mage runs, but I have noticed that significantly more weapons will spawn on warrior runs. That might not be in the code, it might just be what I'm looking for, but yeah. Anyway, this ghost gave us the Great Crab mission, which means we have to surprise attack him, or we cannot do any damage. So we can only hit him with surprise attacks. It's not this crab, it's a different crab. I know that because the Great Crab is always blue. Makes it really handy. Easy to find out. However, there are ways you can damage it without doing a surprise attack, and that would be things like setting it on fire. Poison, I believe, works, because I don't think you have to be surprised to be poisoned. And then also, I think like toxic gas or corrosion also works. But I haven't tested a whole lot of all of the vulnerabilities of the Great Crab because they don't come up too often. Okay, so earlier I was talking about how there's not a ton of weapon spawns for mage runs, and the game kind of took it personally apparently. And so we are getting all of the weapons. Hopefully this is an identifying scroll. Nope. It's a scroll of get scared. Alright, this guy's gonna be a pain because we do basically no physical damage. Do we have... Alright, we have a way that we can set him on fire. I kinda want to save that for the boss though. Because the boss is best dealt with by setting him on fire. Also, I stopped talking there because I was trying to be sneaky from this fish, but then I realized it's a video game. This fish cannot hear me. Only you guys can hear me. Well, hopefully. I don't actually have a live feedback of my own voice, so if you can't hear me, I won't know until significantly after this is done recording. So that'd be bad, but unavoidable if it does happen. Okay, see, this is the situation that you do not want to be in. I'm gonna sneak over to here, just take a couple free shots on me. Wait, and then I can get an extra hit on this guy. I want to know what this ring is, but not enough to just slap it on. Actually, what kind of ring is it? Is it this kind of ring? No, it's not. Interesting. Yeah, he can even block magic, which is just ridiculous. So we're just gonna... get beamed on, I guess. Oh my goodness, we're getting surrounded, which is something that you never want to do in this game. Because if you're surrounded, that means that your enemies get to hit you a bunch of times when you only get to hit them once per turn. So going through doors like this so that they can only hit you one at a time is generally a good way to deal with them. Oh my goodness. Where'd all these guys come from? So many of them. This is getting out of hand. Dang it. Every now and then you can hit one of these. You can hit one of the great crabs twice without him blocking. Because he's a little slow, as you can tell. Like, when he follows me, it sometimes takes him like a turn and a half. Oh, that was a lot of damage. I don't have a whole lot of healing options available to me at the moment. So, we're just gonna... That was the wrong thing. I didn't mean to shoot the fish. Oops. Well, we're gonna see if we can beat this guy anyway, even though he's clearly doing a better job of this than I am. Good gracious. Also, if I can get away from everybody for a while, I can eat. It'd be real nice. Oh, stop having there be more people. This is getting redonkulous. Okay, good. Okay, so what do I want from this guy? We can either have leather armor, might be upgraded, or we can have a katana. I'm not a big fan of the katana, especially because we're on a mage run, and later on we can get bonuses for fighting with our staff. So I'm gonna see if I can hold off on using the staff, but I mean, hold off on using a melee weapon besides the staff, so I'm gonna go with the armor. And hope that it's upgraded. Oh, beans. Is it? It's not. We just have regular armors. We're also starting to get surrounded again, so I'm gonna see if I can sneak around the corner and go through a door so that I can fight everybody one at a time. Man, why are there so many dudes on this level? Like, I'm already at level 7, and we're on floor 4. This does not happen very often. There are a disproportionately large number of dudes on this floor. Also, I'm just gonna go ahead and be frustrated by there being still more dudes. But what I was trying to say was I'm going to go ahead and set my scroll down over here in case I accidentally drink a potion of fire, because that would hurt. Actually, if I drink a potion of fire, kind of just toast. I don't know that I have, well, wait. Okay, it'd be okay if I drink a potion of fire. I don't want to, but I wouldn't insta-die. You have to be kidding me. There's another one of these guys. This is the floor of infinite dudes. Fortunately, we got some really good RNG on that one. Okay, we've finally gotten rid of everybody on the... Ooh. On the floor except for this man. Lucky short sword. Sounds fun, but we're not gonna deal with that until later. I'm just gonna keep drinking potions and hoping that we don't set ourselves on fire. Alright, got a potion of haste. Let's go. And it's a scroll of upgrade. Even better. We can get some dew, which is really nice because we're kind of in dire need of some way to heal ourselves. Alright, now this dude is going to be kind of stinky to deal with because we don't have tons of distance between him and us. So I'm just going to start blasting and hoping for the best. Okay, that was not the best necessarily. Do I have anything that I can use? Slow him down. Nope, not really. Just keep running. Blasting. Yeesh. No, this is a bad time. No. Go away, please. Uh-oh. This is really not good. I wish I could see how much health everybody has. Oh, this is bad. This is really not good. Yeah, so as you can see, I'm not very good at playing mage. Although this has been a spectacularly rough level. No, don't do that. Please. Alright, we made it. By the grace of God, we made it. Good gracious. This is getting way too close. Oh my goodness, are you kidding me? Why? Why are there so many enemies on this level? I've never seen anything like this. This is ridiculous. That short sword better be amazing. No, it's dinky. Okay, let's equip a random spear and hope for the best, because I know that a spear is a good weapon for what's coming. I'm gonna sigh real quick because good grief, that was a lot. Nice, so it's not cursed. That's handy. Gonna go ahead and upgrade it once. Possibly upgrade our armor? Maybe, maybe not. No, I'm just gonna go. I'm going on to the next level. I'm not dealing with this anymore. This is ridiculous. So I'm gonna sleep. I'm gonna starve a little bit, but it's okay. And I'm gonna go back to sleep and not starve. Well, I'll probably start starving again soon, but I have some food, so it's not too bad. And this is a way that you can heal yourself, even when you don't have ways of healing. Yeah, it's pretty handy, but also concerning that I have to resort to that so early. So this says that when I imbue a wand into my staff, I have a chance to get it back at no with no upgrades on it, which is nice. Like, upgrades would be nice, but also no upgrades is also nice, because we still get to have it, if that makes any sense. Alrighty, so we have some good things for this fight. Ready to get cracking almost. Forgot, gotta go plant this over here. And plant this right here. So that now we can just walk through this and get a bunch of buffs right before actually smacking him for real. So we're gonna stand back here and shoot him. Shoot him again. Yeah, we can slap him from over here. Does a good bit of damage. We're going to plant the fire flower so that we can set him on fire, and that just does extra damage. We get some herbal armor, and pretty quickly the fight is about to be done. He did a good bit of damage to us with that blast, but on this next turn he's gonna die because he's on fire and he can't put himself out. And so, yeah. Ta-da! That's the first boss slain as a mage. And yeah, this is gonna be a rough run. I'm out of normal food, out of healing items, 2 scrolls of upgrade, but yeesh. That is one thing though. I did beat the first boss without using 2 scrolls of upgrade, which is pretty decent. But yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna go through here. Okay, so it's a good thing that I'm going through all this grass, because that seed of sungrass that I picked up, super helpful. That's basically a free full heal if we can find a safe place to use it. Or even just like a mildly safe place. Like if we can just stand behind a door in a one-way room, then we'll be safe using that. Well, not fully safe, but safer than if we're just vibing in the middle of something. Alrighty, so this is our loadout, and I'll see you guys on level 6. Or floor 6, level 2. Anyway, have fun and be good.